Hello everyone and welcome back. So it's almost Christmas and I know that a lot of you will be traveling this holiday season to spend quality time with your family, and you probably have a lot of presents to bring with you. So in today's video, I decided to share some ideas on how to correctly pack your presents to avoid any hassle at the airport. When you're traveling by air, don't just automatically assume that you can only bring suitcases and you desperately need to find another one just to pack your presents. Some airlines have certain restrictions, but a cardboard box will always do. Packing my gifts in a cardboard box is my preferred way of traveling with presents. I do recommend to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get a heavy-duty box that adds a little extra protection to the content. Now, if you bring in sweaters, slippers, or blankets as your presents, you have really nothing to worry about. But if you decided to bring something fragile with you this time, you really need to take some extra precaution. I would really recommend to invest in some bubble wrap and make sure that nothing is loose in your box. For example, if you pack in wine glasses, I would take them out of the original packaging, stuff them with the tissue paper, wrap them individually, put them back in a box, then wrap the box with a bubble wrap or even closing, and only then put them in your checked luggage. So I'm saying that because I had an incident myself a few years back. So a few years back, I had a hobby of making personalized gifts. And one Christmas, I decided to surprise my entire family with some of my creations. I made some wine glasses with etched family initials, some stone coasters and wooden blocks with family pictures, homemade bath salt and scrubs. I went all out and I put so much effort in it. But I did make a huge mistake when I was packing my presents. Obviously, some of my items could not go in my carry-on bag because of some liquids and creams that they had inside, so I had to check them. So mistake number one was I packed all of those items together. Yep, my stone coasters with wine glasses and wooden blocks. I know it doesn't seem like a good idea, but I really didn't think about it at that time. But I did secure my coasters in a tight gift box, so I thought, what could have happened? Well, what had happened was the TSA could not see what was inside that particular gift box, because any sand or stone material comes out as a black mass on their X-ray machine. So they had to open it up to take a look what's inside. I don't complain, safety first, but when they put this all back, apparently they did not seal the box as good as I did, and all of my stone coasters came flying out, smashing nearly 80% of all of my glassware. I was absolutely devastated, but you know what? I had absolutely no one to blame but myself. So mistake number two that I made is I wrapped all of my presents with pretty paper and pretty bows. So when the gifts arrived to our final destination, traveling from one plane to the next and onto the baggage claim, all of that pretty gift wrapping did not look as pretty anymore. It had creases and rips. So when traveling by air, I definitely do not recommend to pre-wrap your presents. Instead, bring some gift bags and tissue paper and spend 20-30 minutes sorting out your presents and putting them all in bags, but at least you will know it will look neat and gift worthy. But if you have absolutely no time to wrap your presents or put them in bags, consider using these gift boxes. These can be found in Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Walmart, or any pretty much major stores. Even in dollar store, like I found this one for $1. This particular box was $5.99 and they had a bigger one for $9.99 and a smaller one for $4.99. What I really like about these boxes is, first of all, if TSA needs to take a look what's inside, they can just open it up and they will not need to unwrap your pretty wrapped present, and they will do that. And second, it adds extra protection to the content inside. You just have to make sure that it fits tightly. And guys, don't just assume that having a fragile sticker on your bag will save you all the trouble. Just picture, by the time your bag gets to your final destination, it goes through a ticket counter agent, TSA, baggage handler, plane loader, plane unloader, driver who's gonna get your bag to your next plane, plane loader on the next plane, plane unloader, driver who's gonna get your bag to carousel, and then maybe some airline personnel who's gonna be unloading your bag from the carousel onto the floor. So 10 people potentially will be in contact with your bag. And don't just automatically assume that all of them is gonna see this fragile sticker and handle your bag with care. A lot of people assume that when they're traveling with fragile items, they can just simply bring it on board the aircraft and all the trouble will be saved. True. However, you have to make sure that by the time you board the aircraft, there's gonna be a room for your carry-on bag. Unfortunately, if there's no room on the aircraft for your bag, you will have to check it at the gate and you will get it at your final destination. Arguing with gate agent at that point that you have a whole bunch of presents in your bag and you cannot check it in is completely useless. The best thing they can do is to rebook you for the next flight and hopefully you can bring your bag on board the aircraft. And well, you're not the only one traveling with presents this time of the year, right? So if you did decide to put your giftable wine glasses in your carry-on bag, be prepared to take it out of your carry-on bag and check your bag and keep these with you on the aircraft. Which leads me to the next mistake that nearly 50% of people make. Giving a perfume to somebody as a present, I think is a really smart idea. This gift is expensive and it's very small to travel with. But what a lot of us usually don't realize is perfume cannot go in a carry-on bag unless it's a very tiny container. Well, 3 ounces or less to be exact. So yes, perfume is the #1 item that will make you come back to the ticket counter and check in your bag. Item number 2 is snow globes. Yes, those are pretty and very fragile, but don't forget what's inside. Liquid. And unless it's less than 3 ounces, unfortunately, it cannot go in your carry-on bag. However, there are some items that you have to bring in your carry-on bag and you cannot check it in. If you are traveling with a tablet or a cell phone to give to somebody for Christmas, these items have to stay with you in your carry-on bag and they cannot go in the checked luggage. Those have lithium-ion batteries that can be very unsafe in a cargo bin. Plus, I wouldn't trust anyone with an expensive gift like this. Pilferage does happen, and it's unfortunate. Another item that I see a lot at the airports, and I definitely do not recommend to check it in, is TVs. If you decide to check in a huge 62-inch TV as a present for someone, you gotta be ready, first of all, to pay extra for the oversized luggage. The airlines have restrictions on how big your item can be. And then you will have to sign a liability waiver, which means if your TV doesn't work, well, no one's gonna replace it for you. So that's it for today. I hope this video will save you some hassle while traveling this holiday season. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button for all the upcoming videos, and I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, everyone!